that's the way to start out the night. You're up, buddy. I'm out of shells. Hey guys, I'm Jeff Thomason, and welcome to this week's episode of Predator Pursuit. This week we're going to be hunting down in Southwest Texas with Troy Wittenbach on the Allison Divide Ranch. We're going to be chasing gray fox.
Well, met Jeff Thomason out at the Callahan Ranch probably 8 years ago, and been talking about it for years to come out to the Allison Divide Ranch to shoot some predators and have a good time, and he finally took me up on it, and here we are.
So this area down here in Southwest Texas, it's some of the roughest country you'll see. It's got some flat areas, but it's pretty thick. It's got a lot of cedars, a lot of hills, rocks, really rough country, but it's the perfect habitat for these gray fox. So we're gonna kick it off with a little bit of day hunting, and you know, I know ahead of time that a lot of these gray fox, they like to kind of hole up and hide during the day, so the action's usually a little bit slower, but I feel like if we get in here, we get in close to them, we grind it out, we'll be able to make it happen.
fighting. They're like 8 yards away. I'll tell you more in a minute. Let me keep calling. There's another one over there. Okay. Coming. Another one to your left, Troy. Right there. You ready? Here we go. Ready? Oh my gosh. Hey Troy, you're up, buddy. I'm out of shells. Unreal. I'm gonna tell you right now, Troy, that was one of the coolest stands we've had. And we almost didn't do it. We got back in here and it's this roughest, nastiest canyons. I mean, it's rank. And we walked over here, it's like, man, maybe it'll open up, and it just never did. And it drops off just right there. So, man, we already walked in here, let's give it 10 minutes and see what happens. And he started squeaking, he saw one coming down that hill over there, so we all got ready. And as that one's coming in, I looked, and that first one was standing right there. I was like, oh, don't move. And he came in, boom, dropped him. Well, we knew we had that second one coming. Did you hear him? He started biting the call. Holy cow. I was like, well, that was cool. Boom, dropped him right on that one. Just kept calling, and then a third one showed up, and this thing looks like a coyote so big. We kept calling that other one. He did the same thing, man. He saw that decoy, and he came in growling and just wham. That was cool. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen that many aggressive, that just right on the call, shotgun, 8-10 yards away. That was awesome. That was a cool stand. Yeah, man, I don't think I've ever laid them in a perfect line like that before.
I thought you were a real pro. If you were a real pro, you got them all perfect, you know?
I'm telling you right now, I mean, that right there, you know.
Well, they all, I'm surprised this is even still here. They attacked that thing.
They just, I mean, literally ran up, bit it, growling, you know, getting after it. But this third one that came in, he was super aggressive. I'll pretty much bet you that's a big male, but he's huge. It's about midday, I guess, and we've struck out so far and just hadn't had any luck. But we've got in here now to where it's real rough, rocky country, you know, and I think they're getting back here in the middle of the day, so.
Well, just like anything else, you got to put your time in.
It's a numbers game. I guarantee you we get out here and do it enough, we're going to get them. But let me grab this big one. I want to show y'all this guy. Look at the size of this one. Big old male. Jeez. Yeah, that's a big gray. But you know, we were talking about it when we were driving in here. It's like, man, we haven't really done this in a few years. Last time I think we did it, we went to Arizona. We just kind of hadn't done it lately.
We very rarely do this here, so
yeah. Well, that's good. Those three ain't never heard a call before. I guarantee it. The way they acted, boy, they were on it. But awesome, man. That's the way to start it out. A daytime triple. That's hard to beat. That is hard to beat, boys. Let's load them up. Go try another one. Well, guys, we just got this brand new Pulsar Trail 2 LRF in, and this is the XP50 model. It's their top of the line. I'm telling you guys, it is super clear. All the different color palettes. You can see this little block on the side of it. That's what the LRF is. That's the laser rangefinder. We're gonna set it up here. We've got it on the Kofiager. We're gonna get sighted in. I wanna show you guys how this one-shot zero works. Okay, so on this one-shot zero, like I just did, I took a shot at my target. I went up there, I know exactly where I hit. I'm only about an inch or so low. So what I'll do is I'll go in these settings on here, and basically you take a screenshot of the target. So after you take that freeze frame shot, you know exactly where your bullet hit. You can get in the menu, move your reticle over, down, up, wherever your bullet hit, that's where you want to move it to, and enter that spot in, and you'll be good to go. That's exactly what I wanted to see right there. Went from just a little bit low, went back, did our one-shot zero, made a couple little changes. Second shot, dead on. We're ready to hunt.
Yes, sir. That's how you want to start.
There you go. Tango 6 to work, putting it to work.
Dude, that thing is super bright. I don't have a Tango.
I love that scope.
That thing was nice. But man, guys, we're not 400 yards from the house. I mean, literally, I can see it up there on the hill. That worked out perfect. I mean, maybe 6 minutes in, something like that. Came in really, the only bad thing is, and I don't, you haven't done a lot of this, right? So I'm almost always trying to get them to come in from upwind if possible. Well, when they show up 3/4 downwind, you can almost count on them going straight downwind. That's exactly what he did. So, I mean, wasn't much we could do about it. I'd like to get him, you know, if we get him on this side, we can usually get him with a shotgun. But he's pretty slick. He went for the win, but he wasn't slick enough.
No, good shot too.
Thank you, man. Let's go look at him, pick him up, and we'll get some more.
Do it.
You know, Troy, he was pretty set on bringing his own rifle along, and I completely understand. You want to shoot something you're comfortable with, and you know, I was happy when he pulled it out of the case and he had a SIG Tango on top of it. You know, I'd never shot this rifle before, but on this stand, I pulled it up, looked through it, and man, that SIG was super clear. There he is. Yeah, he's done. How about that, man?
It's pretty cool, man.
I told you, these suckers are way more active at night.
Yeah.
I hope it stays that way. I mean, I say that, this is our first stand of the night. Man, it didn't take him long, 5 minutes.
I grew up with the old 8-track caller, man. It's a lot.
A little different,
It
isn't
is a little different.
Yeah,
A
no,
little
a lot has changed since those days, buddy. You know, and we were talking about it on the way out here. He's like, so y'all use red lights, right? And I said, well, no, not really. Right. And he said, well, man, everybody else, you know, uses red or green. I said, man, it's your preference. You know, that's the big debate when it comes to night hunting. We do pretty good with the white ones, so we stick with them, but this is a pretty sucker. Look at that. This isn't near as big as the ones we killed in the daytime, but pretty. I mean, super dark red and orange. That's what a lot of people will say, oh man, I got red fox all over the place.
And they don't understand.
They don't know the difference. They see this and they just think they're red fox. And you know, I mean, it's an easy mistake. If you've never seen a real red, I mean, they've got the same colors, but just.
They're a little bigger, aren't they?
Yeah, typically reds are, yeah, they're quite a bit bigger and seem to be a lot smarter for the most part. Not that these aren't smart, they're just so aggressive. It gets them in trouble. I mean, they're coming to the call hard, they're ready to fight. And even after you shoot, if you switch to another fox fight sound, something like that, man, it usually gets them coming right back. So that's what gets these suckers in trouble. Good deal, man. That's the way to start out the night. Let's get after them.
I think we got some more to do.
Good deal, let's go. You know, the night is starting off really good. We're only a few hundred yards away from the house. We've already got fox in the truck, so we're gonna keep after them. So this next stand, we're still pretty close to the house, and Troy, he's been talking about this place they call the dump, and that's where guys take their deer guts and all the leftovers, and that's where they dump them. And anytime we go to a ranch, that's exactly where I want to go call, so that's where we're headed next. Attaboy. Good shot.
Yes, sir.
Good
How
shot.
about it? Thank you. You too, man. Heck yeah. That's the first time we've had to shoot 2 with a rifle. That worked out. I mean, you made a good shot on that one. And then I saw this one, man. He was, I don't know, 300 yards when I first saw him.
Yeah.
He was coming in so good, and he was kind of upwind. I was like,
I
oh
was
yeah.
laughing at you.
I was like, he's gonna be shotgun for sure. Gave me the rifle, and he'd come in closer, and I'd switch, and I'd go back and forth. I was like, ah. And then finally, he made one move to where he kind of went away from the truck. And when they do that, it's like, okay,
You gotta take it.
yeah, it's done. So I put the shotgun down. And this is fun. This is what.
And we still haven't even gotten a mile from the house.
No, that's true. We're close. Keep going, man.
Yeah.
They're coming in good.
We got plenty more to go.
Good shot. Good shooting.
Same to you.
But it's fast action. I mean, they're coming in fast and running and doing like they're supposed to do. So
I had a feeling they'd be here at the dump. There's always the
yeah, they're gonna hang around. They're, like I said,
trashy dogs.
they're like coyotes, man. They're survivors. They're gonna, you guys dump deer guts and everything over here, they're gonna come and get that easy meal. You know, West Texas has been awesome so far. We've got a big pile of fox in the truck, but it's not over yet.